Hello everyone, this is PJ here, and it's a great Monday. It's Mailbag Monday, and I don't have anybody on the other side of the camera. I don't know if you can still see me, so I'm going to pull up right now what we've got going on here so that we can find out your questions in real time. We've got a few questions we can go over, but we need to have your questions submitted while I'm in this thing. So let me just pull up our Dream Giveaway website. I can click on the live button here and I can see myself. Look at that, I got my little shark hat on today. So if you've got questions, we'll go ahead and get to those questions. Chris is away right now in the East, and he's enjoying his time out there for like 10 days. So he'll be back next Wednesday, I believe. So we'll go through that. But we do have a few questions as to that were earlier submitted. So let me just get those. Hang on here, I got a couple of things going on. It's a one-man show here. All right, some of the questions that we had. Brittany wanted to know how many miles are on the Cadillacs. So we've only got 10 days for this Cadillac package to end, and that's it. The Escalade and the Blackwing. So how many miles are on the Cadillacs? So I thought I had written it down here. Hang on. The Blackwing has 389 miles on it. Someone actually asked us that, hey, if you're giving away a year's vehicle that they're that old, why are they not listed as, you know, new cars? Unfortunately, these giveaways have to run 11 months long. We plan them out long before. We make sure that we procure the vehicles here long before we start the vehicle giveaways. So yes, they're a year older when you get them. But this particular vehicle, the Blackwing, has only 389 miles. And the Escalade, now we've driven it to a few marketing places around the area. The Escalade has 2,818. But whoever does win these will be the first winner listed on that winner, first owner on the thing. Roger, I'm just reading some questions here. Roger, interesting hat. You like that hat? Is the water still high? No, the water is not high enough for that animal life will be swimming around where we are. We're all good. The roof is good. Everything is good here. Let's see here. JP Hunt, shark doot doot. Oh, the baby shark doot 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 doot. Yeah, good call. Good call. I like that. Dwayne says, waiting to be called from Mississippi. I'm hoping. That's what he said. Now, we don't know where these things are going to be, you know, where the winners are. We usually get people who write to us, listen, I'm from, let's say, Colorado, which hasn't won. Why bother entering? Well, it's not like that. People say, oh, you know, there's not many females that win, so I'm a female, so I wouldn't enter. It's not, again, it's not like that. We pick a winning ticket number and then we find out all the information as to who that particular person is, where they are, and those kinds of things. The independent auditors select a winning ticket number, and that is it. So again, we don't know where people are going to be located in, hopefully Mississippi. Ted, T.E. Norris says, is this really real? Yes, I wish I had the button to display that on the screen, but I don't. So yes, that is real. Mike, Colorado, nice job. Let's get back to some of the questions here. Let me just go back here. Let's see here. Roger said, did you all ceramic coat the Ram 3500 truck? There is nothing in the Dream Giveaway garage that is ceramic coated. We will let the winner figure that out if they want to go ahead and do that to their prizes, but we will not do any ceramic coating on any of the vehicles here in the garage before they're given away. So you can rest assured, because some people don't want that there will be no ceramic coating on any of the vehicles here in the Dream Giveaway garage prior to somebody winning. Now, if somebody wants it, we can always point them into the vendor that we would use had we done that. So yeah, that's good. Jesus, hi, PJ from London. I'm on vacation, but we'll still watch the lives. Appreciate that. Let's see, Aurelio says, let's keep it in Clearwater. Oh, all right, so local. Hey, if you want to stop in, anytime we're doing a live, feel free to stop in. You could be part of this show as well, especially this week without Chris. So yes, stop in. Roger, if you need a volunteer to take any of those beautiful cars Well, it's funny. We get a lot of people who want to volunteer for that. Even for some people who want to come in and just push a broom around the garage. There's a lot of cars in here, and I can't spin the camera around right now to show everybody all of the areas of the garage because we've got some pretty amazing top secret stuff coming. Because obviously we know the Cadillacs are going to be ending. The Escalade is right over there, and the Blackwing behind me. So 10 days left on those, and that's it. You only get those. Let's see here. Dwayne says, if I'm the winner, will I have to get documents notarized prior to picking up the vehicles? A lot of people ask about what happens when you are called to be the winner. Some people ask, and I'm like, let's worry about that once you're the winner. But pretty much this is how it goes. Chris will call you and say, hey, your ticket number was selected today by the independent auditing firm, and congratulations, you're the winner. Now we say, this isn't a scam, this is really true, we're not going to ask you for any money, because we do this quite often, but people, if you won, you'd be very leery of whether or not this was true or not. So what we do is we want to make sure that they're well aware of what's happening. We send them an overnight packet. Any winner we get, send them an overnight packet in the mail so that there's nothing digitally sent to them that could be construed as something that's wrong. There is a packet, and it's pretty much stating that you're over 18, that you agree to the rules, and that you're in an area where you can participate and win. And pretty much that's it. Obviously we need a W-9 because we're going to pay the taxes to the winners on behalf of them. And there's a couple other things in there, but power of attorney so we can make sure that we write the titles correctly and those kinds of things. But other than that, that's it. We send you the packet, you send it back to us because we'll send you a copy and labels to send everything back. Then you're declared the official winner. I'm not sure if you ever went to our website and saw that someone was selected as the conditional winner, and that's where you are at that point if you're the conditional winner. Until we get that packet back, then it's stating that you're the official winner. And there's one other sheet of paper in there that says, do you want to take the prizes, or there's an alternate cash prize to every giveaway. You can opt for that. We've had people who had won 2 cars, but we're in New York City. No garages or anything like that, so a little difficult to take that, so opted for the alternate cash. So there is that on that documentation as well. But other than that, that's it. You send the paperwork back, you're now the official winner. We try to set up an awards ceremony to have you right here on stage A here with Chris and his windmills. But other than that, if you can't make it, that's quite all right. Since COVID, we haven't made it mandatory or anything like that. So you can just rest assured if you can't make it, which some people say they can't, and that's quite all right. We'll just do the paperwork back and forth, and we'll have you submit a user-submitted photo with your prize once you get it. Now, the transportation is on the winner because we don't know where the winner's going to be. We can only isolate certain things that we know of. We know the federal taxes, so we'll take care of that. But we don't know where you are, so we really can't do the transportation. We don't know what state you're located in. So the state sales tax, when you go to register and you bring your titles to the DMV, you will be responsible for that as well. But if you decide to come down, we're going to hook you up with a hotel and hook you up with airfare. Come on down, have an award ceremony, get your keys, and then feel free to go ahead and do what you want to do after that. So let's get back to a few more of the questions here. Dwayne says, I love your charities, love what you guys do, keep up the good work. We appreciate that, but we appreciate you guys way more because we couldn't do any of this without great donors like yourselves and the people who are watching today right now. If you're somebody who's just watching both on YouTube and on Facebook at this particular time, live, if you're sharing this thing, you're helping the charities make their mission and do what they do. So, you're doing well in the world by donating, you're doing well in the world by spreading this message out as far as you can. And so we appreciate you guys way more than you guys ever appreciate us. So we appreciate that. Let's see here. Kathy, thank you. dreamgiveaway.com/winners. You can click on that link and you'll be able to see all of the over 150 winners that we've had and counting. This weekend, we had an award ceremony that Chris went out to Daytona. I think it was Thursday, actually. He went out there, he gave the keys to the 2 motorcycles as well as the trailer I can't think of his name. You can check it out there's a photo. I think there's a photo of him and they were taken this weekend, so that'll be up there soon. But yeah, he was at the Hard Rock Cafe, casino and hotel, got his keys, got his motorcycles, zipped back home. I believe he was in Florida, so yeah, he was super happy. So again, you never know where we're going to be, and we can get you those vehicles anywhere in the world. Look at that baby, can't wait for her to be here. I'm assuming you're talking not about the hat, but about this incredible Blackwing. So yeah, we're super excited about this package. It is the most expensive package Dream Giveaway's ever done. Somebody actually sent us an email today and said, listen, I don't understand how a $175,000 Escalade and a $125,000 CT5V Blackwing can be that expensive. And I said, well, the MSRPs are probably a little lower, but you can't find a dealer that isn't going to increase dealer markup, and that's what we actually had to pay for those. So that's a $300,000 package, along with the $80,000 that we're paying for the federal prize tax. So if you're going to win something, this is 10 days left. Kathy will put a promo code up on the screen so you can get some extra bonus tickets. So we're super excited about the fact that it's only 10 days left. Chris will be gone for 9 of those 10 days, so he won't be able to do a lot of stuff, but I'll be with you here, and we'll fire up these things throughout the week and get you going here. Let's see here. How do you determine the value of the car for tax purposes? Good, that's a good question. We just talked about a little bit about, you know, the value of these particular cars. Now, we have an invoice. If it's a new car, we know exactly how much we paid. And because we talked earlier today about the fact that the giveaways are 11 months long, the federal government allows us to use what they call is the gross markup formula for tax purposes, and that's 20% depreciation. So we can take the value of what we paid, take a look at the invoice, depreciate 20% of that, and that gives you a fair market value, and that's how it's used for calculating the tax purposes. Now, an older car, an old GTO that is right in front of me that you can't see, these kinds of things are subjective. We go to NADA Guide, we go to Kelley Blue Book, we pull in different valuations across the internet to find out exactly what these things are fair market value is worth that, and that's what we do use to calculate the taxes once again. So it's either an old car and we look the book value up, or a new car and we look at the invoice. Those two things are the only things that calculate what the fair market value is, and then you pay taxes on fair market value. So that's what we do. Let's see here. Can we see more of the vehicles in the garage before we sign off? What's on the lifts? You know what? I will. I'll grab the camera in a second and I will take you over there to see the lifts. Let me just finish up here. If so, could they be shipped out? Hey, Derek, great question. Again, we would work with you on transportation companies that we use, and we can give you those, but it's ultimately your responsibility as to who you want to hire, if you want to hire somebody. We've had people who win the newer cars and drive them home. We've had people who didn't even come and just had the cars transported. We would give you all of the contact information for the people that we use to transport the cars, and then you can make an informed decision based off of what your location is and your needs and your budget approves of. So definitely we'll work with you on that. Let's see here. Hey, Sue says, being over here in London, there's a lot of electric vehicles. I even saw a Porsche EV. Did you know that there are Porsche EVs? You know, I didn't know that. I'm assuming Chris definitely would know. Chris is really in on all the cars, as well as everybody on our prize selection committee. Chris is on that. There's a few other people in the office that do that too. So the incredible prizes that you see here are always being picked by them. They look at trends and those kinds of things to see what's going to be helpful or what's not going to be, approved by our audience. So maybe we will be putting that Porsche EV together. We don't know. This big hat, just give you a little side shot of the hat here. Are you still grooving on the Camaro? Roger asks. The Camaro, yes. Honestly, when we put that Chevelle and the Camaro package together, I like it. I mean, even the black ones that we've got, again, it's the Camaro for me. I don't know. It's something about that Camaro, that muscle car look back then. The Chevelle, Chris likes the cruising side of things, but I like the more sporty side. So yes, the Camaro, I am grooving on that Camaro. Definitely get tickets for that black Camaro there. What happens if you call the winner and doesn't answer? Do you leave a message? Doug wants to know. Doug, let me tell you what's going on here. And this is a funny story of what we've had in the past. Chris will call you based off of the phone number we have on your account. And of course, most people don't answer. And we get that. Nobody answers, like, what is this number? Delete or send a voicemail. Chris will leave a message. He'll call again and leave another message. And then he'll keep calling 4, 5, 6, 7 times. We will text you We will then take the email address that's on your account, if we have one, and we will email you. If we haven't heard from you in the next day, we'll then send an overnight letter to your house. We will already have social media stalked you. So if you're on social media anywhere, we've got your name and address and stuff like this, so we can try to match it out there. There's a couple of websites out there that we put your information in, and we will get in touch with you. We've had gentlemen hang up on Chris so many times. We've actually had that gentleman who won blocked our company number, blocked Chris's cell number, and I was calling at about 8 p.m. that night with my own cell. Finally, the gentleman answered because he was answering me, but he was hanging up. The minute we would say hello, he would hang up, hang up, hang up. Eventually, he said, "What do you want?" So, do you never have to worry. If you're the winner, we will get in touch with you. We will be annoyingly so. So you don't. It's not like we were ever like, oh, one call and we're on to the next person. No, we've only had to use the alternate person that was selected one time, and that's because we did get in touch with the winner, but he didn't want the prize. He was like, "No, I don't want it. You give it to somebody else." That was the only time. So if you're the winner, you never have to worry about wondering if you're the winner. We will get in touch with you. So let's see here. Barry S. won the Harleys. Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate that. Dwayne says, I'm going to keep trying for this prize, hoping for the best. Yes, we certainly appreciate that. People don't have to get different ticket numbers. It's not like the lottery system where you get a ball with one number on it and then a ball with another number on it and a ball with another number on it. The independent auditors select a random ticket number using a computer generated system. So if it's like if I told you to pick a number between 1 and 1,000, you'd say 875. That would be the immediate winner for that particular item. So it's not like you could see an 8 and then you want to make sure another number comes up in the 7 and another one 45. Nothing like that. It's an immediate number. So whether you get your tickets early or late or in the middle, you have the same chances. You're all in that random ticket number, but certainly, obviously, having more tickets is certainly helpful. So there is there. Kathy, Facebook Live promo code for double tickets. Thank you. Jesus, you like the hat? I'm digging this hat. I have a hat for every day this week if we do it. I'm going to come out with a new hat every day. So these foam hats are pretty fun. Let's see here. Edu, but driving them home, it would be expected to have plates already. Oh, good question. Good question about that. Any vehicle that leaves here, whether it's being transported out or driven out, we will put a temporary tag on it. One of the things that you have to provide us is proof of insurance. So we'll give you the titles, we'll give you the VINs, you call up your insurance company and say, listen, I need proof of insurance on these. They add them to your policy, and then you're good to go. Hey, hi Harvey. So if you are going to be driving them out, or if you're going to have them transported, we want to make sure that when you roll them off the transporter, there's temporary tags on there, good for 30 days, that you can drive around and show off your friends before you take it to the DMV to get it done up. So yes, we'll take care of that for you as well, so you don't have to worry about that. Temporary tags on all of the vehicles that leave here, so this way here you can get right to showing off with your friends. So we appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see, Gerald, these electric cars are not going to last long because we already experienced what happened to these cars in the hurricane strikes. Now, there are instances, certainly up north, we've got very cold, frigid temperatures, and in weather issues such as floods and those kinds of things that will be, certainly electric cars are going to have to try to overcome that. However, there are many places that an electric car would be phenomenal just to commute back and forth to your daily commute. So there is a use for those. Some people here absolutely love them, some people hate them. We understand there's obviously a political landscape that's behind EVs, but having said that, the fastest cars on the market are these EVs, and it's pretty wild. And if you can just plug in and go and do your daily commute, if you're not looking to travel across the country, which you guess you could do, they're fantastic cars. And certainly if you keep them out of floodwaters and out of frigid temperatures, you're going to be okay with those. Let's see here. I know it's a long shot, Dwayne says, but I hope one day you guys have another CUDA in the garage. Well, let me tell you, every time we bring up CUDA, Chris is like, woo, because I can imagine the expense on those kinds of things are up there. But nothing's out of the realm of possibility, so let's put it that way. driving them home. Joel says, I assume they would have temporary plates of the sort. Exactly correct. We would do that for you. Let's see here. T. Norris, where are you based out of so I can plan my flight from Oklahoma City? Well, T. Norris, we are in the Tampa Bay area. We're actually in a city called Largo, Florida, which Clearwater is just down the street, Clearwater Beach. Tampa is across the bay. We're in Tampa Bay in the Gulf of Mexico. We are right where the last hurricane Milton came up. It came a little lower than us, came in Sarasota and those kinds of things, so we were spared. But we are right there in west central Florida. Beautiful weather, beautiful beaches. It's paradise here, other than a couple of hurricanes that come rolling through every year. So yes, that's where we're located. Everything in the garage was okay. The hat symbolizes what we were going through the last few days, but everything is good here. Gerald says, how do we know if it's you if you do call? Well, that's good you asked that too. When you submit an entry, we know what date you got it on. So we would say, hey, listen, on October 5th, you did a donation for this amount. You got these amount of tickets. These are your ticket numbers. Everything that you've gotten from Dream Giveaway, we would be able to verify and make sure that. So now, there are scammers out there that'll reach out to you and say you've won something and they're going to ask for money. We're not going to ask for any money. All we're going to do is verify the information that we have on there, tell you that you've won. And again, we're going to send you a packet. So there's no money whatsoever. We've had people reach out to us saying on Instagram and on Facebook, I got a message from somebody stating I won something. Well, first off, the giveaway that they said they won is still running on Dream Giveaway. It's not even over yet. And two, they hadn't even donated or done anything yet. So keep an eye out for those kinds of scams. They definitely do give us a bad name, but you know what? We're not, if we call you and tell you that you've won, we are never going to ask you for any money whatsoever at that point in time. So you never have to worry about that. And we have all the information that you've given us when you made the donation that we can verify to make sure that you know that who we are. Good question about like that. Would you fly to Tampa International or St. Pete Clearwater Airport? Good question. We actually have two airports that are really close by. St. Pete, which is really, really close, just down the street, and Tampa, which is across the bay. Tampa is a much larger airport, more international. Might direct flights coming from where you are on a more often frequent basis, but we also have people who fly into what's the call letters are PIE, which is St. Pete Clearwater. You can fly into that airport as well and be even closer to us. So you can fly into TPA or PIE, depending on your choice. Let's see here. More tenacious than an extended warranty, people, Roger says. Now, it's funny, people ask all the time about regular warranties when you win these things. Now, the Cadillac here does have a manufacturer's warranty. It does not have a dealer warranty. We are a licensed car dealer here in the state of Florida, under DG Motors, and we give us the ability to buy these things, write temp tags, do all those kinds of things for you, but we cannot provide a warranty for you on the vehicles. We don't service them. It's not like a regular car dealership that has a service department. Now, you have the extended warranty, not the extended warranty, the manufacturer's rest of the remaining warranty that's still on the vehicles. So you still have that. You contact, in this particular case, contact Chevy and say, hey, here's the VIN numbers. What do I have left on my warranty? Now, as for the extended warranty, when you're getting calls from all those scammers, hopefully we're a little different than that. So good call on that. Robert says, where can I fly? Where are you located? Again, Tampa here. You can fly right into TPA or PIE. Love the shark hat. It's kind of symbolic as to what we're going through here with all the floods. Harvey was walking around here. The dog, Roger says, is Harvey washing the tires. Harvey is our in-house vacuum cleaner for food, because if you drop food anywhere, Harvey will make sure that it's taken care of, so you don't have to worry about picking anything up. David says, do you have to pay Florida state taxes on temporary tags if you live in another state? No, we'll take care of that for you. You don't have to worry about that. We'll take care of the temp tags, go ahead and issue you them, give you the titles. You zip off or wherever you're going to go, bring your titles down to your local DMV, and then deal with that to get them registered and titled in your name. We write your name on there, but they're not officially in your state until you go down to the DMV and make that happen. Lori says, thanks for all the sincere answers. David, like here in Pennsylvania, we have to pay 6%. So just wondering if there is more to pay to Florida. No, you don't have to pay a nickel to Florida, nothing at all. We take care of the federal prize tax for you, so you never have to worry about that. So Uncle Sam's taken care of. You'll get a 1099 miscellaneous from us at the end of the year with your withholding already in place. So you'll keep an eye out for that. Most people who do win, they call us and say, hey, I did very well in the year that I want to give away because of the taxes that were paid. So every tax situation is different, so you never really know exactly what you're going to end up with, but they all say they've worked out very well, so they don't have to worry about that. Now, as for paying anything in Florida, no, you don't have to pay a nickel in Florida. Take it to your state, do your state thing, and then that's it. Nothing here in Florida. Let's see here. Brian, they're great for RVs and Toyota Hicans type vehicles. Not sure what you're saying there. Was that the Escalades and those kinds of things? I'm not sure. Gerald, I'm more into Dodge Challengers. Bought my tickets for those 2 Challengers. Hopefully I'll be the lucky one here. I'm in Florida, Fort Lauderdale. Appreciate that. So it won't take me long to get to Tampa. Now, it's funny you say that you wanted to know something about the Challengers, because I did actually have a question. Let's see here. Wayman Henry wanted to know how many miles are on each of the the purple plum Challengers. Let's see. The 70 has 41,541. And those are miles that are on the title, so that's original miles, we assume, but that is on the title, and that's what you'll get. You'll get a title for that 70 Challenger, 41,541, and the new 2023, the SRT, that's got 1,288 miles. Now, some of these high-performance vehicles, you know that they have to have 500 miles of break-in before we can do anything with them. In that particular SRT, the purple one, we had Don Garlitz running, so we actually had to get to that 500 miles so that he could make a exhibition pass up in Gainesville. So that's a question that Wayman Henry was looking for. So we appreciate bringing that up. Let's see, Dwayne, hoping to win Cadillacs, but I put tickets on several other giveaways, so hopefully something will come out good either way. Dwayne, you are a winner even if your ticket number is not selected, because you're helping out amazing charities, but there is that chance that you could win. As a matter of fact, if you've gotten several cars, you could win them all. We've actually had 3 times where somebody has won twice. So it can happen. The odds are crazy, but it's just a random ticket number that the independent auditors pick. And if you're behind that ticket number, you're the winner. Appreciate that. Meryl, great information. Appreciate that. Let's see, David. Oh, wow. So you mean I have not won the caddies yet? Sorry if you got that Instagram message. No, you haven't won the caddies yet. 10 days left. October 31st, Halloween night, is the last night to get tickets. Midnight Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern side of things. And then the drawing, I believe the 9th, November 9th. That'll be the winning ticket drawing date for those particular cars. So yes, you haven't won those yet. I think Roger means that the scammers are more tenacious than a warranty salesperson. That's true, they are. And Kathy knows that firsthand. David says, PJ, it's nice to see you face to face with your voice that I'm used to hearing, and the thumb, as I've been known to be called. So there's that. Hey, Jesus, PJ, I'm really enjoying this long and informative live, and it'll be still a little bit longer because I do want to zip you over to the lifts before we leave. Let's see here. Electric motor, Brian says electric motors for Toyotas, Hicans, and RVs. Oh, okay, I gotcha, yes. I'm telling you, I'm impressed by the electric vehicles, truly am. Jesus says, I would love to see tall van giveaway space for walking inside. This place is very high. You saw the rafters many times that you see them up there, all the winners that are placed. We've got a lot of room in here because we've got a lot of vehicles in here, and you can win all of them. So definitely go to the website, use promo code Facebook Live or YouTube Live, get those bonus tickets, and then hopefully get those fingers crossed and you'll be the winner. And you'll be here. But you can always come. We give tours all the time. Chris is always walking around with groups of people who want to come in and just see the vehicles. We've had a gentleman slide under the older truck there. He was up underneath the vehicle, said he's never seen a more cleaner truck in his entire life. You never know what you're going to see. People come in and they want to check out the vehicles. Some want to hear the doors shut, and some people want to crawl under the under the vehicle to see what's going on. Let's see. Angela says, "Is the $80,000 pay all the taxes?" The federal portion, the federal gift tax that you would have to pay if you were to win a prize in the United States would be 25% of the fair market value. That's before the vehicle walks out the door. Now, we're going to pay that 25%, but of course, Uncle Sam's going to say, hey, if you're going to pay that 25%, you got to pay the tax on that 25%. So what we do is we use the federal formula, gross up formula, to do 33 1/3%, which pays that portion that we're paying. So it's taxed on the tax, so yes, we cover that as well. So it is a goofy formula. If you win, you'll get the paperwork with all of the math. You'll see it all. We send it to the IRS. You'll get a 1099 miscellaneous at the end of the year with line item 1 for income and line item, I can't remember, with withholding. You'll see it all on there, so you're covered. You never have to worry about the federal side of things when it comes to gift tax as you're winning. So yes, that's $80,000 just to win that. If you were in any other giveaway that wasn't paying the taxes and you won 2 vehicles but they're not paying the taxes, you'd have to, if it was that particular prize, you'd have to come up with $80,000 to the federal government before you can even take the vehicle. So we take care of that for you. We want to make sure that you can keep both of these vehicles. Edu says, maybe not a question for you, but our taxes we still have to cover have to be done right away, or it can wait until tax season. We make the federal withholding tax immediately to the IRS. We don't give you the $80,000 and then you have to take care of it. We take care of it for you because, quite frankly, if you don't do it, we have to do it anyway. So we don't want to put it in someone else's hands to be tempted to do something they shouldn't be doing. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that, pay the IRS immediately. Now, when you take your titles to your state, in order to get them registered, you will have to handle your state's sales tax and your county and city and local, if you've got those. Your state will tell you exactly how much you'll probably be owing when you go to register them. Blake, LOL, this could be the best thing I've seen all day, and I'm sure it's really because of the hat and not because of the information. Oh, Jesus EV van, yes, I would love to see that, yes. Not sure if you saw Elon Musk's robot ceremony the other day. Best place to give, Bob says, best place to give money goes to a good cause. Precious you guys are doing. I get a chance to bring home those 2 Cadillacs to my house in Pittsburgh. So yes, you know, if you're the winning ticket holder, when the independent auditors select that winning ticket number, we're going to call you, and these things will be zipping around wherever you take them. So we appreciate what you're saying for us. But again, you guys are the true winners and the heroes in all of this, because you're the one who's making those incredible donations to help these great charities to do what they do and increase what their mission is all about. So we appreciate you doing that. Roger says, more info on the 2 Corvette giveaway. Oh, 2 Corvette giveaways. We've got two Corvette giveaways. We've got a pair of blue ones. I think that's, not exactly sure the color, I forget what it is. Those 2 end at the end of the year and are drawn, I think, January 9th or the 14th, where we also have 2 Corvettes that are white in color, and that's our road and track. One is the E-Ray and the other one's the 2015 Vet. That E-Ray, it's all-wheel drive. You can drive it in the snow. So if you're like me, coming from Massachusetts, Western Mass, big mountains and stuff like this in the snow, you never saw a nice car in the wintertime. I guess with this new EV, it's not electric. I'm sorry, the E-Ray, it's not an electric E-Ray, it's not an electric Corvette, but the E-Ray generates electric power from the gas that it's being generated from. I guess it's all-wheel drive, so you could drive that in the snow, although that one, it's white. In the snow, you might get lost. So, but if you do drive it, let us know, because I want to see that in the snow. So those are the 2 Corvette giveaways that we've got. Dwayne says, this will definitely make a nice Christmas gift. I'm not sure if you're talking about the hat or the vehicles, so you have to let me know. Ben, you're doing a great job today. Thank you, good info and show. You know, I'm more about what's going on and how the giveaway works. Chris is more about what's going on, how the cars work. So those kinds of questions are really deferred to Chris. where he kind of defers the giveaway questions to me. So I'm happy to help you on the giveaway side of things. As for the cars, I could tell you what Chris tells me, you know, horsepowers and those kinds of things. I'm not more of a car aficionado like Chris is. He knows his stuff when it comes to cars. I'm blown away. When I'm on the other side of the camera and I'm watching him, I am in awe of all of the stuff that he does. Again, there's no script or anything like this. He just knows all his stuff. So former editor of High Performance Pontiac magazine. So incredible guy. Just can't say enough about how wonderful Chris is and his knowledge base for all of these vehicles. And that's the reason why you see these vehicles. His knowledge helps with our prize selection. So it's amazing to watch what he does. So I appreciate Ben. Thank you for saying great words about me. But we also want to make sure that we know Chris is part of it as well. Hey PJ, I'm active duty military, so how would the process go for a military member who wins one of your giveaways? And that is Toniani. So first off, thank you for your service. We appreciate that. So ironically, my son is overseas right now in the Middle East. He's in the Air Force. So we appreciate what you're doing and all the sacrifices, not only you, but your family and your entire community doing around. Now, if you're a winner and you're overseas, we'll get in touch with you. Most people can get Wi-Fi access and an email still, and you have those kinds of abilities. We'll get in touch with you or a family member or something like this. Even if we have to go to your house, knock on your door, ask around the neighborhood where you are, we'll get in touch with you. And if you are the winner and you are overseas, we will accommodate you. You'll still be the official winner. And when you come back, we can have an award ceremony. So again, we can do all of this paperwork back and forth. We can send it overseas, get all the signatures that we need, have it come back. So we'll take care of you, especially if you're in the armed forces right now. We do appreciate everything that you're doing to save our country and our freedoms. So we want to make sure that you're going to be okay if you win one of our prizes. Let's see here, T. Norris. So will both vehicles are given to one person or two different people? And if so, how do I get both vehicles home? Good question. All of our prizes, if there are a 2-car prize, go to one person. Only in our history we had two vehicles where we had 2 winners. Every other giveaway that we've ever done, if it's got 2 cars, 1 winner. Now, how do you get both of them home? You could play a long game of leapfrog, I guess, jumping out of one. You could bring a friend down. You can have one transported and drive one. You can have both of them transported and just fly back and forth. It's completely up to you as to how you want to handle the transportation, but we'll help you and get help with all that. But if you want to play a long game of leapfrog and walk back and forth, that's certainly up to you. But that's how you would, I guess, get 2 cars home, have a friend, or get transported. Angela says, thank you, hoping both Cadillacs are mine. We hope well as well. Well, honestly, we hope everybody who's watching, because we get people who aren't watching all the time win. So you never know. Maybe one of our people here on a normal basis, our regulars who watch this day in and day out, will be one of the winners, and we'll be able to watch you get excited here on stage A and get those tickets. Let's see here. Jesus, I would love to see again the 67 Ford Mustang Eleanor. That would be unbelievable, wouldn't it? Hopefully. I don't know if we'll ever get to that point where we could do something like that. And love the hat. Appreciate that. It's a big shark hat from foampartyhats.com. Check them out. Oh, yeah, Rapid Blue on the vets. Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate that. Jesus as well. Rapid Blue. Thank you. Let's see here. Gerald, I'm just eager to win those Challengers, at least one of them, because my story, I lost my Challenger a year ago in a collision. Oh no. Hopefully if I win this, I can get my Challengers back because I have a story to tell you. Wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you lost yours in a collision. That is, whenever I see any accidents on the side of the road, I'm like, oh no, especially if it's an older car like that. That's even worse. It's like, oh my goodness. What it would take to get it back, if you can even get it back. But we certainly feel for your loss, and hopefully you can be replaced with one of ours that you win. Good deal. Roger says, that's why I haven't asked you about the hoods. Roger has a thing with Chris about the hoods. Chris lifts up these hoods during these live shows, and some of them are difficult. They're not like today's hoods where they're very lightweight. There's a release inside the cabin. Some of these older cars, which blows my mind, that you could actually just walk up to any car in a parking lot and pull the hood latch if you knew where it was, and lift up the hood. And some of those hoods are extremely heavy. I've actually had to help Chris lift up some of these hoods before we went live. And Chris is always commenting, it's like, I got to make sure I lift up that hood so Roger doesn't see me struggling with a hood. I think there was one video that he was really struggling with a Jeep. So we appreciate that. We get a kid chuckle out of that, Roger. Very well. Good deal. Let's see here. That's it for questions. I think there was one more. No, that's it. Oh no, Thor asked, when will I win one? Now I have to tell you, there's a new version of our website, dreamgiveaway.com, and I'm going to pull it up right here and get it showing you. People ask all the time, where are the dates on these things? Well, they're in each official rules. However, we've now made it a little easier. So if you scroll to the bottom of the page, get rid of that, there's a little link here for the rules right here, and it'll take you to the rules, but the dates are now listed in each of the sections of the rules. So you'll be able to pick your car, your different prizes, and you'll be able to see the dates right there. So all of the dates are in one quick link right at the bottom. Click on the official rules and you'll see all of the dates listed right there. So a little bit better than what we used to do before. There you are. Love to see bins on the lower numbers. I'm assuming VINs, Jesus says. VIN number 2, I think, on one of the vehicles that we had here recently. So yes, those VIN numbers are incredibly rare to get, and we're happy that we can provide those for you. So our great partnerships with some of our companies, our OEMs, help us to get to those VIN numbers that you wanted to see. So really low VIN numbers. So we're super excited about some of those as well. Now, I think Kathy wanted me to show you the lifts. I have to just make sure there's nothing else over there. So I'm going to grab the camera and walk around with it. Hang on one second. Let me go. Here we go. Now that we can bring the camera over here, Kathy wanted to see what's on the lifts, and we have our Olds package here up on the lifts, as well as the Shelby package over on the lifts. Now, we do have the incredible SRT package here, as well as the 70 Challenger here. So all of these things are over here. Again, we have a beautiful truck and car, and then we've got, of course, the 2015 Corvette and the E-Ray Vet. And over here, we've got the 70 and the GTO, Tesla, Mammoth. We've got the Ford package here that somebody else wanted to see, the truck and the car, amazing. And then of course our 2 blue Cadillacs, or Corvettes, sorry about that. And there's that. So that is what's on this side of the garage. I can't really show you what's on the other side. So we'll end that little quick tour right there. Let me just put you back in here. You got to put it in a holder here. What's on this side of the garage? I can't really show you what's on the other side. Sorry about that. All right, so let's see. Any other questions? Jesus says, I hope to win the Plum Crazy Challengers. And Dream Giveaway. Kathy says, woo, love this view of all the gorgeous babies. Sorry I can't walk around everywhere with you. Gerald says, I meant to say I script watching the Dukes of Hazzard, and ever since then the Charger and the Chargers are my muscle cars. I love it. That's why it's eager to have. It's because the Challengers look similar to the General Lee. Who didn't love Dukes of Hazzards when that first thing came out? That was incredible. As a matter of fact, I even met John, I think I played Bo, I think, in the show. He was at one of the PRI things. Fantastic guy. But how can you not love that car? It's so iconic, and it totally does look like what would be the General Lee if it was painted that way. Have you fired up the Ram T-Rex? Brian wants to know. I don't know if we have or not. We might have done it on day 1, but I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and take a look. Ben, very nice rides. Love them all. We certainly appreciate that. Chris, Army truck and bike is the holy grail for me. Army truck. We have the Harley truck and the bike. That is quite the impressive thing. That was actually out this weekend at Daytona during the awards ceremony for last year's Harley giveaway that we gave away, the 2 Harleys. This year it was a truck and a bike. So people who were out in Biketoberfest this weekend saw that, was able to enter as well. Jesus says, can you fire up a car or a truck? I will fire up a car or a truck this week, but I won't do it tonight. I've got a special hat for the fire it up version of what we're going to do this week, so keep an eye out for that special hat. You'll know it when you see it. Yes, Gerald, you mean John Schneider? I met him too. I was a big fan, so yes, thank you for that. Appreciate that. And I think that is it for questions right now. Luckily, I can actually watch myself on this, so Chris usually doesn't have to do that because I'm telling him what's going on and I'm the big thumb. So we appreciate that. Thank you for joining me today with this, and we'll have fun all week. Keep questions coming so I can answer them for you. And if you've got questions about the cars, I'll do some research and I'll see what I can answer for you. But at this point, we're going to go ahead and end this today. We appreciate you watching and being part of this show without Chris. We hope he's having a lot of fun, and I'm sure once he gets back, he's going to be first person to want to fire something up and be in front of the camera once again. He's a phenomenal person. So thank you for everything that you guys are doing when it comes to donating to these giveaways. You've got 10 days left for the 2 Cadillacs. And it's a big prize. It's worth a lot of money. Please help out those charities, and as you're already doing. So fingers crossed for when it comes. So I'm going to close this out like Chris always does. More great fun, more great action right here in our favorite place on earth, the Dream Giveaway Garage. See you until next time. Bye now.